This truck does have 702 horsepower. This is my baby and I'm totally attached. So many people questioning me, why did you trade in your dirt bikes for a Sur-Ron? Hey guys, I'm Brandy Andrews. Welcome back to another episode, and today we are going to talk about my most questioned toys. I guess we'll just get started right away. So as you guys can see, this is my Dodge Ram TRX. It is actually a 2022. I know they discontinued making them with the Hellcat engine that year, so I never traded it in. I just decided to keep it. This is my baby and I'm totally attached. This truck does have 702 horsepower. The rest of it is a little custom. Before I picked it up, I wanted to make sure that it was my truck. So I wanted to put a few things on it that were kind of my little touch. So we're gonna go over those next. As you can see, I decided to get a matte white wrap on the truck. I've never done matte white on a car before, so this is my first time getting matte white and probably my last. I love that it has the little stormtrooper look. I do get that opinion a lot from others, but one thing that sucks about a matte white wrap, if you're ever considering, it stains really bad. So I just had my car detailed this morning. As you can see, there are a lot of stains here and here that just won't come off with a normal wash. I've tried having it very, very detailed. The stains still don't come off. So I did have a friend teach me that you can get the Mr. Clean, like the white magic erasers, and that it'll come and take all of this off, but you can imagine going through this entire truck. I think I had to go through like 6 or 7 magic erasers just to get half the truck done. Something to definitely take into consideration if you ever get a matte white wrap. So the next custom thing I picked out were the beautiful Forgiato rims. I had I think a little magazine with 5 options, and these are the ones I chose. I know the stereotype, and don't go there. No, I did not scratch my rims. I have a lot of guy friends, including my brother. Every time they come into town, they need a car to borrow. They always ask to borrow the truck, obviously, and I let them borrow it, and yeah, the rest is history, so that won't be happening anymore. But yeah, I was proud of it, so I always let people borrow it, especially if they were just kind of going down the street. Never again. I am a Texas girl, so I grew up in Texas my whole life, Houston, Texas to be exact. I just love trucks. I had a Dodge Ram 1500 for a little bit growing up in high school, so I've always just loved the Dodge brand. I know a lot of people are Ford and Chevy guys, just not my thing. So I also got a lift kit added to the truck. They kind of threw that in there. I mentioned the rims, I mentioned the wrap, and the guy who I was buying from was like, "Are you sure you don't want a lift kit?" And I was like, "Oh, duh." So he threw the lift kit on for me. I have no idea what type of lift kit is or anything along those lines, but as you can see, it makes the truck even more beautiful. So we're gonna take a look inside. We have the nice red stitching, which I love, that comes with anything kind of supercharged, really. Got the black and red. I love either feeling really big in a car or tight to the road where I'm just really small and like I'm in a little go-kart. So it's either sports cars, trucks, or luxury vehicles. I needed this truck, so I had to buy because of all of my toys. I was told I needed a truck. I couldn't haul the dirt bikes around. We needed to go riding. There's a lot of great places out in the desert for riding dirt bikes and 4x4s and things like that. I wanted to do that, but didn't have a way to get them around. So when I was told I needed a truck, I thought if I'm gonna buy a truck, I might as well get my dream truck, right? I really am not into cars as much as people think I am though. I go to gas stations a lot and I'll have guys be like, "Oh, tell your husband I like his truck." And I'm like, I'm single. I'm not as into cars as people think I am though. As soon as they see my truck, they think I automatically know everything about everything. Although I do appreciate cars, vehicles, things like that. I'm not a big car girl. I spend my money on the toys and the other things that I have more fun with. Besides this truck, I do have a daily driver because this thing guzzles gas like crazy, especially having to get premium gas supercharged. So my daily driver is a Nissan Altima. I got the base model. I think it was like 17K off the lot. So I went the complete opposite direction. I went with this thing because I just need a car to get from point A to point B, this is for the toys. As you can see, and I had so many people questioning me, why did you trade in your dirt bikes for a Sur-Ron? A lot of reasons. So one, I guess the main reason was maintenance. I don't ride a lot. I mean, we'll ride a lot for a very short amount of time, and then the rest of the year we're not riding, especially in the summer. It is way too hot to ride for several months. You know, with the gas and the oil and everything just kind of sitting in the garage, they tend to like get messed up a lot, need a lot of work done, and it's just low maintenance. And for the riding I do, this is all I really need. It's awesome being able to load my dirt bike into my truck and being able to lay it down because it's not fuel injected. So that's a great, you know, benefit. And I would say, like I said, if you don't ride for sport, if you're not competing, if you're not riding every single week or every single month, I would say switching to an electric is awesome. It does have a sport mode button on it. And these things like go really fast. I don't think people, if you've never ridden on a Sur-Ron, don't underestimate it, because when you have that thing in sport mode and you pull all the way back, like it will throw you off. It has a lot of like kick to it when you go to take off. So this is more than enough for me. I was very heartbroken when I got rid of the dirt bike, and I got this at first, and then the more I rode it, the more I was like, okay, and it started to grow on me, and now I realize it's all I really need. It's very low maintenance, it still goes extremely fast, it still has a lot of power, and it's still a lot of fun. So that's why I traded in the dirt bike for the Sur-Ron. I mean, it's still considered a dirt bike, but I love this thing now, and it's so much easier to load and unload and ride and everything else. I know a lot of people were hating on me for not, you know, having a stroke, and I think my last bike was only like a 2-stroke anyway, but no kickstart, no 4 strokes, no all of that stuff to deal with. But I love it for all those reasons. So that's why I switched. This is my beautiful truck. So there is a little intro of my 2 most common toys that people ask about. If you guys are interested in anything else, just make sure to subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.